everybody, and welcome back to Red Devils TV. Now in today's video we'll be talking about, as the title says, which is Ten Hag's transfer boost. So an article came out last night about how Ten Hag has 70 million to spend in the January transfer window, which was a massive shock to me because I thought that the Glazers spent more than what they wanted to in the summer, but I also did expect it as well at the same time, because I said in my previous videos about the Glazers that the Glazers are gonna try and buy the fans' silence. So what that means is that they're gonna spend a lot more money than they plan to stay in power, to keep the fans quiet, so it's not the protests, etc. So when you think about it, it's pure manipulation. And United fans, all we need to do is keep the message going. Keep talking about Glazers out, still making protests, and we've just got to keep strong. Don't let this change your mind and start thinking that, oh, maybe the Glazers have changed. Oh, maybe because they know that we've got now a viable owner. Maybe they know that all our fans are pretty much protesting at every home game. Maybe they've changed. It's complete BS, all right? And you just need to keep we not just you, we as a whole community, as a fan base, not just of Red Devils TV, the whole United fans, every single individual fan has to keep the message going about Glazers out. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much the Glazers give us in January or for the rest of the time they're in power, United fans, their time is up, okay? So they could be absolute idiots, or I don't know. They could be absolute pricks, all right? I'm just going to swear. They could be absolute pricks and just say, no, you're not having anything off us because we know you just want us out, blah, 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 blah. They could do that, right? But they're not going to, because they're not going to be forced out easily. So what they're trying to do is buy our silence. And by that, like I said, they're just trying to manipulate us by spending more money than they normally would, because with that 70 million, it would take us up to nearly 300 million spent this season alone, which is absolutely crazy. And United fans, I mean, we've already beat our normal transfer... Harry, do you mind? No? Okay. But anyway, sorry about that. But no, the Glazers have already beat their normal transfer record in the summer alone. We spent 220 million it is, isn't it? No. Is it 220 million it is. So when you think about that, that is crazy, because we've never spent anything near that before. And now we're looking to increase that as the season goes on in January. Now, what's good about this is that it's not a normal January transfer window, because we would have just seen a World Cup, and Ten Hag is actually now in power, where he would have told the scouts probably this month, or this week actually, while the international break's going on, Ten Hag will probably be saying, right, I want you to scout these players for me. He'll give them a list. He's like, come back in a month and tell me what you think of them. So Ten Hag's probably already done that. Ten Hag probably already knew behind the scenes before we do, because obviously you've been told that he's getting an extra boost. But what's also a bit crazy is that the article also stated that he'll be getting an extra 30 million if Cristiano Ronaldo leaves. Now, that was a bit of a shock to me, because why would the article include Ronaldo leaving? So the Glazers, or the owners, whoever's instructed this extra transfer budget for Ten Hag, clearly said that Ronaldo is a strong possibility of leaving now. Whether it's Sporting Lisbon, whether it's Napoli, wherever it is, it's a tough one, because if he has a very good World Cup, no doubt people will line up for him, because they want him, because Ronaldo has already admitted, as well as Messi, that this is their final World Cup. So no doubt they're going to want to end their career off in the next 2 or 3 seasons. And I'm pretty sure, like what Messi's doing now, obviously he's doing very well in the French League this year, didn't do too well last year, but he's smashing it this year in the French League. And even though the fan opinion is, oh, he's doing it in a much easier league, he's still getting the goals up, and Messi fans will be loving that. Ronaldo fans will never be able to say that. Even that, our only argument is Ronaldo's done it in more leagues. But Messi has scored way more goals in less games than Ronaldo has. Now, obviously, I love Ronaldo, but I just don't think he suits this system at all. What he did last night was really frustrating, even though he scored. He was just all over the place, and it just made no sense to me. And I just think we need a viable, proper number 9. I want to say like a Haaland, but Haaland, you can't get another Haaland. Haaland is going to be the next Ronaldo, the next Messi. I don't understand this Nunes. I just don't think he's just good. I don't think Nunes is good enough. I don't know who I'd go for as a strong, viable number 9. I did want Jonathan David from Lyon or Lille, wherever he's from. And I don't know. I've not really heard much of him this season from the French league. I've not really tuned into the French league. But in the summer, I was saying we need a number 9. I'd go for Jonathan David. Then I was saying Scamacca, but Scamacca's now at West Ham. So when you think about it, what is a cheapish striker that we could get for about 40 million? And I have no idea, to be honest. Because we want a player that is good in the air, but it's also like got Rashford's build, Rashford's speed. Because we're seeing what Ten Hag's doing with Rashford at the moment, where he starts Rashford in the middle, moves him off onto the left, and then brings on Ronaldo to play in the middle. You want Rashford to be playing on the left at all times and having that strong, confident number 9. So I'm just trying to think. Let me know who you think would be a good, viable option for Manchester United. And right now, there's no strikers that scream out to me. I was gonna say Rafael Leao from AC Milan. I think he's really good, but then again, he costs about 60-70 million. So you're using pretty much all your transfer budget there. So I'm honestly trying to think a good viable striker that Manchester United could get, and none come to my mind. So let me know in the comments down below who you'd sign. But like I said, I've just talked about just the striker here. But the players that I would like United to sign in the January transfer window is a backup right back, a much like Eriksen player who can play that number 8 role perfectly, and a number 9. They're the 3 targets I'd go for. I think they're the 3 best targets. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Ten Hag gets rid of Wan-Bissaka in the January transfer window as well. I don't think he'll get rid of Maguire. I don't think he'll get rid of Shaw or anyone like that. I think he'll keep them players for another season or so yet. So I'm not including this season, I'm talking about next season as well. So I think he'll want more depth, and the right back option is a place that needs depth, another midfield option, and a number 9. But this could be a massive curveball, and this could be the Frankie de Jong money that we never spent. Because if you remember last season with Rangnick, the club Rangnick asked for players, and the club turned round to him and was like, no, you're not having any players, you're doing what you're doing, we're saving that money for the new manager because they might not like your signings. Which was either massive BS or they've actually saved it, because if this does happen, we would have spent over 300 million this season. And you can't really complain with that. Even though we want the Glazers out, you can't complain with that much of money. Now, I know the Glazers are still doing it to stay in power, but, you know, you can't complain of that Excalibur amount of money. It's crazy. So, to me, who would I honestly sign? I wouldn't really like an Eredivisie striker because none really come to my mind. Striker as a whole, none really come to my mind. I want to say someone like Immobile, but he's about, 31, 32, so he's getting on a bit as well. So even though I think he's a class player, I think that he's just bred and set in the Serie A now. So, I have no idea, honestly. Striker, I don't know. Midfielder, I don't know. And right back, I don't know. Because that's up to Ten Hag. Because at the end of the day, I'm not the manager. I had my thoughts and opinions on who I wanted to sign in the summer. But Ten Hag will probably have a long list of players he wants. And what else is interesting, actually, is that the club talked about Akanji and Phillips to Ten Hag before he obviously gave his list. And he said no. And it's quite interesting how they're now at City as well as Alvarez. Most of them play... Well, Akanji and Alvarez were players that Ranić suggested. Two of them are at City. Well, both of them are at City. And then Phillips United technically wanted. And obviously, he went to City. So... It intrigues me how City have gambled on these players. Alvarez, I think, has done very well for him so far. Akanji, I've not seen much of, and Phillips, I forgot he was even there, to be honest. But, yeah, maybe if we even signed a striker from the Premier League, I'd take Ivan Toney. 100% I'd take Ivan Toney at United. I'd love him. He'd be about 40 million. So, any other strikers... Any other strikers you'd take at United that are currently in the Premier League? I'd take Callum Wilson if he wasn't constantly injured. I think he's a class striker, but he's just more injury prone than Martial. So, yeah, but this is just today's video. We're just talking about Ten Hag's transfer budget increase. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on who you'd like to sign in January and who you'd like to go. Personally, I would like other players to go, but being realistic, I think the only players that will go, that will be sold, is Wan-Bissaka, and then probably like some youth outgoings for like loans and stuff like that. But that's all I can say that probably would happen in the January transfer window, because you don't get the 3 months, you only get 1 month. So unless United scouting are on point and we get all the targets done within the first week, then hopefully we can make more loan deals for the youth players. But you never know, do you? It's Manchester United. But yeah, thank you for watching today's video. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. And yeah, thank you for watching today's video. I'm saying, and yeah, way too much. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.